How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be doing a junkyard run. This is a video I've been wanting to film for weeks now and I just haven't had any time. But yeah, we're going to be looking for just a lot of little parts for both of the cars, specifically my 2003 9.3. There's a few Saabs at the junkyards that are probably about 15 minutes from here, so it should be a good time. But yeah, I'm going to be using my little bag that I got and a bunch of my tools for the first time as well, so that should be fun. So in here, I always bring some of this stuff to the junkyard. It's very smart to bring some of this stuff. For example, like this jump starter pack right here. This is in case you ever need to move any seats or something like that. You can hook this up to the battery terminals and then have power to the car temporarily. And on top of that, I just have some flatheads. You never know when you're going to need to pry anything. I have some pliers. You never know when you're going to need those. I have a little tripod for the camera. Just some extensions. And some plastic pry tools that we're probably going to be using. I've got all that, and then I also have my tool chest I'm going to bring with all my sockets and everything. Realistically, I'm not going to use 99.9% of this, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to need yet, so I might as well bring the whole thing. Let's go ahead and hit the road. You can see I still got my antlers on the car, which were a gift to me. So I've had them on the car for about a week before Christmas. But anyways, let's go ahead, hit the road, and get some Saab parts. For those of you who wonder where I find cars at the junkyard, there's a great website. It's called Row 52. This is not a sponsored video or anything. This is just a great resource. You can put in the make, model, the years you're looking for, and it'll give you all the results within a certain area. So I have 6 Saab 9.3s, 2003, 2012. 2 of them are at one junkyard, and then there's a third one that's at the junkyard directly south of the one I'm going to. So that's going to be my target location, but you can see we got like 6 of them in Phoenix junkyards right now, which I guess is alright. So you know you're at the junkyard, the big Pull and Save sign and the massive water tower that also says Pull and Save on it. So this is Pull and Save South, this is their smaller one. We're going to be going to Pull and Save North, which is just right here on the other side of the train tracks. This one's a bit bigger, they've got some more cars here. Got our first one here, this one's pretty well trashed already. But I do need to get those bolts for the ICM, because if you remember when I swapped out the ICM, I dropped one of my bolts in my dashboard. So I'm going to grab those. The air vent is already conveniently out. But the whole front end is already off this thing, so it's all kind of trashed. ECU's obviously gone. Anything of value is already gone. Another thing I realized I do want to grab is this MAF right here. The problem is we did get a lot of rain the other day, so it's very muddy here. Also, these parts are wet, so if I find a better MAF, I'm going to take that one instead. But for now, this one looks all dry and good anyways, so we'll take that. Try to avoid all this glass if possible, which actually I don't think is going to be possible. I think I'm just going to have to like stand up outside of the car and do this, which is working. This is a really nice condition ICM too. Like really nice. Even these climate controls, I mean, look at how nice that is. The only thing that's messed up is the lower fan speed button, which is usually the button that gets messed up first anyways. So there's one ICM bolt out. I'm gonna grab the second one just because with my luck, when I go to replace my ICM again, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose the other one. Wouldn't hurt to have an extra spare. This one's pretty sad. It's an 03, so same year as mine. Of course I could grab the O2 sensor off it, but the junkyards here always just rip them out when they rip the exhaust off and cut them. So yeah, that could save me $250 on a new O2 sensor, but one of the things I needed was this strip right here, and that is conveniently ripped out. I'll have to look on the ground, maybe they're somewhere. I don't see them though. This car is pretty nice too. It's got an ICM2 as well. I mean, I don't see anything that would really send it to this junkyard, the exception of a failed ECU. This is just about identical spec to my 03, with the exception of the color. Has the same interior, same wheels that my 03 had when I got it. Just sad to see this thing here, but unfortunately, there's not really much of value on here for me. It's got a nice engine cover that's not cracked. I think I will grab the MAF off of this one though, because this MAF wasn't sitting in water and it's been nice and protected. The intake's not all torn apart, so I'm gonna grab this one, swap it out with the one I already grabbed, just to be safe. I did see a 9.5 when I was walking over to this car, so let's go check out that 9.5. Someone has definitely had their hands deep in this car. There's a lot missing off this thing. Might have been getting the wheel bearing out, looks like, if I had to guess. But the cassette's gone, all of this stuff is gone. Turbo's still there, but this is a linear, so it's got the tiny turbo anyways. Interior on this thing looks to be pretty clean. Seats are in nice condition. There's a plane overhead, so it's very loud right now. It's just part of the junkyard experience, you know? Had these ugly chrome wheels on it, but I think it's about all I can get from this yard. I don't need any 9.5 parts because I don't own a 9.5 anymore. But yeah, so I'm gonna go pay for the couple things I did get, and we'll hit up the yard that's right next to this, check out that 2007 that they have. Car is really acting up right now. Very concerning. It's really acting up. Of course, my code reader is at home. I did look, and I had a vacuum line popped off. But this should not be idling like this. I couldn't find anything. It's idling fine now that it's in drive. So I think what I'm gonna do is just limp it home, clear the code, and I think maybe it's just still confused because of the other O2 sensor being in there and just messed everything up computer wise. I'm hoping maybe that's what the issue was, but seems to be driving fine. I probably should have just cleared this check engine light to begin with instead of trying to drive and assuming it would fix itself. But I'm hoping that's what the issue is the computer's just all confused because I put the stock O2 sensor back in there. But since we're right here, I'm just gonna stop anyways. See, so now I put back in park. Now it's idling fine again. See if I rev it a little bit. See, now it's idling fine. I think it's just the fact that that check engine light's still on. I probably should have just cleared it when I put the other MAF back in, but we'll find out when I get home. For now, we got another Saab to look at here. This one here, which I haven't seen yet, but a lot of people in our Facebook group are posting about it. Oh geez. Wow. Whole side is missing. But this one is an anniversary, I believe. So that'll be cool. It's very well gutted by now, but hopefully it'll have some of the smaller things that I'm still looking for. Well, front bumper is ripped off this one, nowhere in sight, so that's not very helpful. Check out this anniversary interior though, which that's so kind of whoever did this. Just put mud all over it. These anniversary seats, they're not in great condition by any means, but they're also, you know, good enough that I'm surprised someone hasn't grabbed them. Now this was another little part I wanted to grab, was these, because I thought it would be a nice little touch, but of course one of them is missing. Someone broke this one off, so thank you to whoever did that, because the 03 to 06 cars, they're just black. They don't have this little silver piece around them, so I thought that'd be a nice little like upgrade. I believe the proper way to take these off is just by kind of sticking your nail under there and it pops right off. Now I don't know if the 03 to 06 are like that. We're gonna find out, because it looks like it's also got this little rubber piece. I should probably grab this little rubber piece as well off all of them. I also just realized, looking at my junkyard list, I forgot to look for front door speakers at the other yard, because I needed one that isn't the linear interior, because it has the upgraded sound system like mine does, but this car's not going to work because it's an 07, so it has the updated interior, and I'm pretty sure the speakers are different. So I guess we're going to leave this mess behind and head to back to the other yard. Let's see if she acts up. Oh, the check engine light turned itself off. Well, it seems to be idling fine too. knock on wood. I don't have any wood in this interior, and if I did, it's all fake anyways. But it's idling. Did it fix itself? You know, if you're a Saab owner, which if you're watching this, you probably are, you'll know that every now and then these cars do weird shit and they fix themselves. And I'm not saying that this car fixed itself, because I technically put the right O2 sensor back in it. But I think maybe the ECU kind of figured out, oh wait, the right part is back in me now. It sounds weird out of context. Also, check out this S430 here. They put quad tips on it. I want to get the side shot though. They just like duct taped the AMG tips on there. Hold on, I gotta get a shot from behind because it actually makes it look like an AMG, but you can tell pretty easily it's not. Looks pretty bad. See, look at that. Oh man, that's bad. Let's actually first see, because the other ones on the 07s and newer are in two pieces. There's like the little silver piece that pops off the top, and there's a rubber piece behind it, which is why I'm not sure if that's interchangeable. Okay, so this one does pop off. It's definitely a little bit difficult to get it to pop off. Ooh, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. You can see the hole that this has to go through, or that this has to go through, is much smaller than what it needs to be. So I think that with some modification, maybe I can still get it to work. Let's just use some force. Oh, okay, I did get it on. Now let's see if this will go on. No, it's not gonna work. These tabs are too close together for how wide this is. So it's not gonna fit on there. That's unfortunate, because I thought that would be a nice little fun mod to do. You know, make it look better. I mean, the other option is to just get air vents out of an 07 Plus, but I don't know if the air vents are different because the dash is different. Oh well. We got our speaker right there. I think those might be T30s. So, slight concern. There's a bunch of tape over the back of this. Like this was messed with or repaired, so I have a feeling the speaker is bad. I noticed that there's something jammed in the window here to presumably hold it up. So I was a little bit sus of this one already, but I took it off. You can see the speaker itself is wet, and it's very wet on the back here. So even if it is good, this also has a bunch of tape all over it as well. Well, that's unfortunate. After consulting some parts diagrams on the Saab parts, the convertibles do have a different part number for the front door speakers like I thought. So it's either these, or I drive another 30 minutes to a different junkyard and hope that they don't have messed up speakers, or I just wait until another one comes closer. So I think I'm just going to give up on that, unfortunately. So I'm going to pop this door panel back on like I did with the one over there, and get out of here, I guess. The 97X pulling in the yard as I'm leaving, right there. Just got back home. Car was completely fine on about the 15-minute drive home. Took some back roads. It was a good little short fun cruise with the nice weather. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Not nearly as successful as a junkyard run as I had hoped for, but at least I have a spare MAF now. So that way, next time this car probably throws P0101, I'm just gonna throw this MAF in there and see if that makes it go away. But yeah, that's more of an when, not an if. So hopefully you guys still enjoyed this video. You know, just getting out, kind of looking at Saabs in the junkyard. It's cool to see that random 97X at the end right there. But if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.